Welcome back. We are going for the next batch 5, questions from 41 to 50, CPMAI exam 2, batch 5. Here we go. Models different, plural, multi question. This is correct because easily fine tuned for downstream tasks. This is correct because foundation models like GPT or BERT can be fine tuned with relatively small data sets for specialized applications such as legal document summarization or medical Q&A, unlike traditional models that often require full retraining. Hmm. So this piece I was not 100% sure of, that's why I read. But anything else you want to read, so please pause and read. Going for the next one. See, this is tricky. Your AI model performs well in testing but struggles when integrated into the customer facing mobile app. What phase of CPMAI should investigate the issue, right? And we know that CPMAI is an iterative process and you can go back to any of the phase. Now, the trick here is this looks more like the answer if you see model evaluation because we evaluate the model. So if the model is struggling, we'll have to go back to this phase and evaluate why it is struggling. Now the point is there isn't there a possibility that you go to modeling and check if modeling is correct or not? Uh, Slightest of the doubt. Let's see what the answer is. Yay! Wow. Okay. See, the best part is neither of them is correct. Wow. Okay, let's see why this is correct. This is correct answer. Integration, responsive, and system alignment are part of the deployment life cycle. Hmm. Okay, overall explanation. Issues that occur during real time development, including system integration and user face responsive, fall under CPMAI Phase 6. Let's read the question again. Your AI model performs well in testing but struggles when integrated into customer facing mobile app. What phase of CPMAI should investigate this issue? Wow. Okay, let's see why. While evaluating identify performance issues, integration problems are operational. Okay. So this when integrated into the customer facing mobile app. So they are relying on integration as a word and saying, integration problems are operational. Okay. This is correct answer. Integration, responsiveness, and system alignment. Responsiveness is latency as well. So these things will be part of deployment life cycle, so you don't have to go back to any of the cycles. Okay. All right, if you say so. Thank you. Let's go to the next one. See, in real world, anyways, it's going to be the support, right? Or MLOps, call it. So let's go ahead. Let's see. Right, please pause in case you want to go through the explanation for the right answer or why others are not right. Moving forward. Going ahead, and don't worry about subscribing or liking and all. That's not what we are here for. Let's learn together. Practice is plural, multi question. Let's see. I'm going to read why not. This is because manual editing configuration likes files like JSON is error prone, unscalable, and lacks reproducibility. Model ML Ops emphasizes automated version control configuration and deployment workflows. I like the explanation given at certain places. So please note that when the answer is correct doesn't mean that I just move forward. If I need some more information, just for my understanding, it helps because this is not just about passing this test, but learning and uh, being better at it, right? So if let's say I score 75 in this, the idea is the next test that I give, I should be scoring bit more than that, like 80 or something, if it's the same questions or if it's around the same questions at least. Okay, let's go for the next one. This is the correct answer. Combining models can reduce transparency, which is critical to evaluate, especially in regulated environments. Yeah, I recollect a bit that when there are multiple models that we combine, uh, the challenge becomes in terms of interpreting and explaining to others. Okay, how I got the answer is again process of elimination. I did not think that the other three made any sense. Ensemble models can offer improved performance, but they often reduce interpretability. This is a key concern in CPMAI evaluation tasks involving stakeholder trust and model governance. Okay. Examples, plural. Let's see. So, multi. These are tricky question. Last time I got caught with this, wherein I thought, okay, it's black or white. Okay, whether it's structured or non-structured data. And that's how I thought, and I answered, and then I read again and realized, oh, it's a semi-structured, so it's neither here or there. So now we have to see which one does it fit in, like, this definitely not, because this is structured email messages. These are non-structured, I will say. JSON log files can be. Okay. I'm going to go with these two and see. Okay, incorrect answer with the explanation. Let's review. Okay, this is correct because email often contains structured headers, sender is in timestamp, and unstructured bodies, example, making them a classic example of, okay, semi-structured. Very good example. Email messages. Okay, let's see. This is correct because XML is a markup language that imposes a loose structure through tags and attributes. While not as rigid as a database schema, it provides enough organization to be considered semi-structured. Okay, this is correct. Okay, JSON log files is correct because JSON is a flexible format that organizes data with key value pairs. It lacks a rigid schema like relation databases, but still has some structure, making it semi-structured. Like, see, I said this is structured data. Okay, so at least if they would have asked me a question, okay, which one is structured data in this, I would have got it right. See, looking for the positives in the negatives. Okay, let's go for the next one. Okay, let's read. On-premise. This is incorrect because on-premise environments may be too centralized and rigid to support distributed low latency requirements of IoT systems. They typically lack the scalability and responsiveness needed at the device level. Okay. This is correct. Edge devices allow AI models to run close to where the data is generated within IoT environments. We support real-time responses, low latency, and local processing, which are essential for flexible and effective IoT integration. Okay. Desktop only. This is incorrect because desktop environments are stationary and isolated, making them unsuitable for the dynamic and embedded nature of IoT deployments, which often require real-time decision making at the device edge. Okay. Paper-based system. Okay, we know this. Overall explanation: edge deployments interact directly with IoT sensors and work in real time at the source. Ravi? Let's go for the next one. What should guide their initial selection? Okay, I'm a bit doubtful when it comes to this question. I think there is a possibility in 3 and 1. I'm going to go with 1. Okay. Why not 3? Let's read. This is incorrect. Training time isn't inherently beneficial. Hmm. Yeah, okay. So this is where they made it tricky. When they said learning objective, they made this implying business goals and techniques such as structures. Okay, and data type they are mentioning as structured versus unstructured. Okay. Last one for this batch. Let's go. Okay, single, not a multi. Let's see what is the best answer here. Human hours reduction, cost savings. See, why not employee satisfaction score? This can be confusing for few people. Uh, so remember that it is not a direct financial measure of cost savings. So it is important, but it's not relevant to the question. Okay, thanks everyone. Take care. Bye bye. We'll see you in the next batch.